Demons. Human beings are demons because we come from the Nephalim. The Nephalim is higher beings than us because they're one step above us. Their fathers is angels. Their mothers was the first, what we call humanoids of the earth. They wind up mating with them and they caused us. We became the third beings. These third beings was indigo in color because of the simple fact we was mixed with the shadow beings of the demon world. This demon world, they came first from what's called the underworld, which is the lowest part of the astral world. These people is into a lot of sex, they're into a lot of arguing and a lot of fighting. But they was the first beings, the Minotaur, the Centaur, and a whole bunch of different other aspects of what's called creature, animal, lower self. These is what's also called the four cardinal signs: the eagle, the bull, the scorpion, and the man. That's who we come from. So once you realize that, you realize you have an unconscious self of the shadow side of you that just go and do what it wants to do, and then you have your higher self one. This higher self one was given us just through a higher form of us that I call the Most High. And what it does is it gave your pineal the ability to have free will, to make its own choices. By the time we was able to make our own choices, we was already caught up in slavery, mentally, psychologically, and we believe everything we see in the material world. So what wound up happening is that we now have to restructure everything and understand that we are not just a physical body that go one journey, we're a soul too that takes another journey, and the journey just doesn't stop with the Most High, Jesus, God. You could go way beyond that, and you're supposed to. You're on a lifetime journey that goes higher, and just paying your respects to God, paying respects to Jesus or the Most High is just a little one step in it. So don't just think that that's your end of your journey, heaven, partying and all that. That's not good. How do you feel if you're inside of a room that everybody thinks the same, everybody is the same, and everybody believes is the same? It's no different from the world you're living in right now. You got to change that thought and individualize yourself. You create your own worlds. Those worlds that you create is where you come down here first to learn your lessons to how to be a creator. Once you get back up from being a creator, that which you created will come up eventually and join you in your individual solar systems and worlds that we're here to make. So we got to understand who we are is not just physical being or soul beings. We're also a system administrator in this whole creation thing. This got to do with now higher being federation. You're dealing with aliens. You're dealing with people from Sirius, Orion. You're dealing with animals that look, human beings that look like the ibis, coyotes, wolves. You're dealing with people that have half bird, half human. These is actual aliens that grew us and made us. And if you don't cooperate and try to learn what's going on, you're just going to be in a chaotic system that you can't understand. We have to ascend past religion. We have to ascend past what we believe. We have to start knowing now by research and by letting our intuition lead us. They're inside of us and they're connecting to you. You just got to make the connection back and not be afraid. This is my message to you. Once you get to a certain level of ascension, don't stop. There is no level of ascension. You just got to keep on going forward, because once you reach to a certain point, you're going to leave this place. And when you leave this place, you're going to see that not in the sense of your physical left, but you left the karmatic experiences of this world. You're on a whole nother level where you're building other worlds for your future creations and for future worlds. So by leaving, I don't mean physically, but spiritually. Spiritually going inside yourself and creating worlds and actually uniting this world. That's how you do it. By creating another world, it affects this world and changes it. We're all connected in a spider web and in a subatomic system. You're here and you're also in every other century. Right now at the same time. In the future too. Centuries into the future. Every century you're created, you're dropped at the same time in a long timeline of use. So you got as many, you could say, stars in the constellations is of the same you experiencing something on each planet right now at the same time. Sometimes we get them crisscross and we catch it, but that's our job, to be conscious. That's what's called a schizophrenic person. A schizophrenic person is a person who could get in touch with all of their different dumbs happening at the same time. But to them, they don't understand it. They think they're hearing things, seeing things, or losing their mind. But they're not. In actuality, what they are doing is really connecting with all their other them that is being played out at the same time. All right, I hope this helped you and your family, because tell them more to learn to live with it than to really seek medication, because it's going to make them worse and get sick. Living with it is getting to know your true selves. You learn how to astral project, go into the past, present, and future. This is all real stuff that's happening that is going to be future science. They're about to release it to the public, but now I'm giving you the heads up. Prepare yourself. Get out of that material state of mind and take yourself to a higher consciousness. University of Conscious Science. One love.